book club teachers. I wanted to make this video to walk through two different things. First of all, I want to show you guys how to set up Microsoft Teams meetings so that you can meet with your students online. And secondly, I wanted to show you from a student's perspective what they would see if they were logging in on a smartphone and how they will actually get into those meetings. So let's start with a teacher perspective. As you can see, I've got my email opened here. I know that you guys, it's a familiar place to start. We're going to go to Teams to set up a Teams meeting. You can do it a couple different ways, but that's one way. So you go to your waffle in the upper left-hand corner, and then you find the Teams app. Mine is on my list. If you don't see yours on your list, go to the All Apps button at the bottom, and then if you click that, it'll show you all the apps and Teams will be listed there. So maybe if you haven't used it much, it might not be in that original list. Then you're going to click on Microsoft Teams and give it a second to load. Mine loaded straight to my calendar this time. It depends probably where you left off with Teams to what page you'll see first. You might see the activity page or the chat page or so on and so on, the Teams page, assignments. But what we really do want to go to is calendar. When you schedule a meeting, calendar is where you go to. So from your calendar, you'll see it works like the other online calendar. You know, you've got the arrows to go by week. Since I was going to show you from the student perspective, I'm just going to go ahead and schedule a meeting to happen right now, and then I'm going to pick up the smartphone and show you from the teacher perspective. So I'm going to schedule a meeting for right now. So right now it's 2:11 on Monday. So I'm going to click right at that time on the calendar, and it's going to pull up like a box for me to do some edits. So I'm going to just call my meeting test or text, whatever ends up typing, test number 1. So you can call it book club meeting 1, something like that. Might be, easy for your kids to kind of keep up with. Then under the acquired attendees, this is how you're going to get an invitation to the students that are in your book club. So I don't know if you've got much experience with the Outlook calendar, but it works just the same way. You just start to type in the name of your student, and it should pop up. So remember that students' logins is going to be what you're going to type here is their email address. So I'm going to type evian.waltke, and you saw that it came up at the bottom right here. This is how you invite other teachers to meetings. This is how I've done the Teams meetings with the coaches. I start to type a name, so Kathy Weems. It'll pull up, and I just click yes, and they come right here. But Kathy, I'm not going to invite you right now. Take you back out. Here is a place where if you clicked when you first started, if you clicked on the wrong date and you want to fix the date, you can change the date there or the time. So I'm just going to keep it. It's past 2, but it's not going to matter. It's just going to go ahead and open the meeting for now. I'm going to leave add a channel blank. I advise you to leave that blank as well. When you add a channel, you can invite like a big group of people all at once. So like the 4th grade group, if I was to type in like 4th grade, I could, well, maybe not that one. Let me try instructional coaches. One of the groups, whatever you type in, if you add them to it, it's going to invite every single person in that group. So let's leave it blank. We don't have to put anything for a location. It's going to be online. And then at the bottom, if you want to say something, you can type details and it'll just appear on your calendar. Sometimes with the coaches meetings, I'll kind of maybe lay out some bullets about what we're going to talk about. But you might say, please read pages, 22 through 35. Okay, just whatever you want to say right there. You can even leave it blank. So once you've gotten the invitation filled out, on the right side at the top is a send button. So you just click send and it's going to send the invitation to whoever you invited. So now we're going to switch gears and see, well, what does the student see? So yes, I'm a little bit of a crazy mother, you know, we didn't get Allie a phone until middle school, and that was our plan for Evian as well. And then we have been home so much with the pandemic, and there's so much online learning that can happen, but we've decided to get her a phone. So this is like 2 days old. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. All I have done for her is download Teams, and then I did enter her school username or her school account, like evian.walkie@student/jcboe.net. So that is what I've done, and then I just opened it up. So now I'm going to go to her calendar. Well, I'm going to show you, first of all, just start with her phone and go to where we've downloaded Teams and where she's been in before. And I'm going to go ahead and say, see all Teams. And you can see that her teachers have been sending her some stuff here. And we're going to go to calendar now. And at the top, it says test number 1 and the time that I put in on the calendar. And then she's going to click join. And then she's going to see who's participating, and she's going to see my notes. And if she clicks join, and right now I think it's going to let her access the camera, and actually it's not, video is off, and join now. And if I were on the other end, she would now be on the Teams meeting. Okay. So that just about does it. Now, using the Teams app for kids, it's going to take some practice, and maybe we'll have to kind of talk through that. Maybe I won't do that on the video, but we'll can kind of talk through that when we get together in our meeting. Okay, thanks.